Hey folks, it's Chad here and Laura, my lovely wife, if you don't know. And as you can see in the sign behind us, we are at the new headquarters for Airstream Club International. We're going to give you an inside tour of what it looks like and some of the cool new developments happening for the club soon. I'm a little excited about this. All right, first of all, look how cool this looks. So this space was made up of like 4 different kind of companies, which has now been turned into the International Club. All of the blue berets, they're recent, right there. So one of the members made this cabinet. And we've got some Airstream people sitting over here. Lori says, I'm not going to be on camera. She's the head honcho right here.
No.
It's right here.
I'm right behind you.
Look at this fantastic lounge area.
Absolutely.
This right here. So, Lori, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Airstream Factory built this and donated it to the club.
Yes, they did.
The door works.
The door works.
The door works.
As you see, even
We keep our secret stuff.
Secret stuff is down there. The lights work.
You can even see the lights work. Even the light on the license plate work.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
It is on.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
And the cool signs. All right, y'all carry on. Thanks. All right, come on. So this will be one of the, the person that you greet when you come in, and there's like a nice little reception area, a nice little work area. You can send mailers out. They're also doing a brick campaign. So you can see this. If you want to donate, you basically can buy a brick, and then it will be part of the pathway that's going to connect the new building, which is this one, to the old building, which is going to become a members clubhouse for the International Club, and then a historical library for all the historical things with Airstream. And of course, Airstream being almost 100 years old has a lot of history with it as well, and you can have your own brick. Should we do like a Chad's RV brick?
Yes.
Yes?
There's the link.
There's the link down there.
If you're interested in getting a brick, and they're really nice.
There's the brick.
You can get a brick with your BRN or your dog or
whatever you want to do. But it's also really cool, especially if you're in the club. That's going to be something that you're able to use as part of the club. This right here is a, what is it called? What's it called?
lithograph.
Lithograph that they had in the other building, but they reframed it, and in reframing it, discovered that it's the original, and it's 18 out of 200. So we'll go around.
Another
really cool bathroom. This was like a lunch area. Supposedly, if you come on a Friday, there's going to be fresh cookies every Friday, which I think is a great idea. Too bad it's Saturday. So we missed the cookies. But there is a celebration tonight of the grand opening of the new headquarters. And a nice little table area. And then, so this side of the building was a dentist's office. And this was like the original space here.
This hallway is new.
This hallway is new. But it came around, like this part was here. So they kind of created a U here to make it easy for the worker and the working stuff to kind of flow, right? So we've got the blue beret. If you're a fan of it, of the blue beret as much as I am, and Laura can tell you, I look forward to that coming out every quarter.
The hard copy.
The hard copy.
He waits for it by the mailbox, almost.
Waits for it by the mailbox. But, and here's like a copy of it. I think this is the one that I haven't gotten yet. Now it comes out like when they release it, they do a digital version, so you can get that in your email. But I'm kind of old school. I like actually having the book, and so I usually wait until this comes in the mail, and then I'll look at it. But what's his name? Corey is the editor for the Blue Beret. So if you're amazed as I am at how like the quality of this magazine that they do or journal they do, he's the guy behind it. And he also brings his dog Parker to work, and so his dog Parker.
Name.
He has his own name.
Emotional support.
He has
Club.
his own bed, so he can hang out. Very cool. And then
Another office.
another office, marketing, right there. And then we have another office there, which is like an overflow office.
Looks
there.
like another empty office.
And then the workroom. Now this is where.
All right, this is gonna like so cool.
This is where the action happens. All right. So if you order, if you sign up with Club, you're going to get a BRN. If you don't know what that stands for, it's big red number. The big red number is made in this area right here.
They are printed right here.
They are printed there. And then I guess they, like this is the paper, so you can put it on there and then peel it off. So this is the paper that they put that on there. And then you've got all of the red coloring for the big red numbers. Work table here, work table here. Now, what's really cool about this, the club as a organization spent like very little money to do this. A lot of the labor and materials was donated by the club membership, and then Airstream had a part in it as well, which I think is really cool to see. Data center, electrical, they did a really good job on the network. And then membership coordinator. All the offices are really nice. Like they did such a good job.
And this circles back.
That circles back, so you can easily kind of come back around, and then you can get to the workroom from either side. I know Laura's already been showing these signs, but the aluminum, and then I think they printed these, made these here.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Okay. Office manager. Another nice office. And now there's another little kitchenette here with another refrigerator and a sink. This is the original counter from when it was a bank. It's repurposed here and there, which is super nice. I love these windows. They're so big.
Well, and this was the original bank teller's office, so he would have to be able to look out.
So this was the president's office here of the bank. And then this was the teller. So he could look through and see if something, they were getting robbed, which this is Jackson Center. Like, what's the likelihood of that happening? But in the event, then he could set the alarm off. But now this is Lori. You met her in the lobby, the executive director for the club. This is her office, which is, I think, very much rewarding of an executive director for an organization, but a great space for them to be able to do meetings. And remember, the international rallies that they do every year, that's put on by the club. So like there's lots of meetings that have to go about on that. Planning meetings, they plan 3 years ahead. So all of that has to happen. But anyway, oh yeah.
This painting they made at Sedalia, International in Sedalia.
By the club members.
By a graffiti, well, it was a graffiti artist, but club members could help paint.
So Jenny is the brains behind this. And we this building, we got to meet her earlier. And let me just say, there's times that you meet people and you're just like, this person is the real deal. That was Jenny, and she's amazing. She has just the ability to vision things, put things into vision and bring them to life. And that is this building, as well as other things that they're planning to do with the old building, as well as the potential of putting a campground, a 40-site campground in that she was telling us about. Well, she painted this area right here. That was the reason I brought her up. But Jenny was awesome. She's so welcoming, and then gave us a tour so we could give you guys a tour. I'm very appreciative of that. But really, really nice space. It kind of makes me proud to be a part of the club. Like that's what I would say about this space. And we haven't even showed you we showed you a lot of things, but I think the best part will be in a second. So I mentioned the rallies. The rally team now has their own office to be able to help plan the rally, and that's this space here. They've got plenty of storage. They even have a teller window, so you can just drive right up and pay for your rally ticket, and then head on to York, Pennsylvania. You can see York, here we come, and then there is
International is sold out though.
It is sold out. Yeah, it is.
There's like boondocking and offsite options now, but
guess who's going to be there?
We are.
And then this is, what's she call this?
This was the vault.
The vault, but the vault is this. It's still here. It was too heavy to move.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd get that out of here.
I don't know.
Beautiful painting that
they painted it.
somebody did.
We rally. There's a huge printer back here
And this is where they store all the supplies for
the rally.
upcoming rally.
And Jim and Deb said that as we get closer to the rally time, which is August, right? So we still got a little ways before we get there, but this will be filled to the brim. Laura had to take a photo of something.
There's like rally planning stuff in here that I'm not going to show on camera because I think it's top secret.
It probably is top secret, so we're not going to show that. Let me turn that light off there.
Yes.
Be good steward of the power. This is a cool building, a cool space. There's also a rally map over there that I don't think we're supposed to be able to show.
I'm not going to show
either, but
we've seen it.
so cool. All right, so the next thing is going to be, it's probably my favorite thing, my favorite space. And I have a lot of favorites.
All of it's my favorite.
All of it's really cool. But this next room is probably my favorite room. Prior to this, they had a very small little conference room that the executive board for the club would meet. And I think Jim said they could fit like 6 or 7 people in there or something along those lines. But now we have a whole new conference room for the club to be able to meet and do the business of the club. And this room is beautiful. So this was the lobby of the bank. This area right here. So basically, this area here was the teller room. This counter was here before.
Oh, they've got
look.
renovation pictures going.
Yeah. So here's the space. Wow. So we got distracted by that, but we'll have to watch that later. So this is a huge conference room. They've got a whiteboard there to be able to do things on. Look at how cool the lights over the table, the chandeliers, I guess is what you would call those. Right there. And then I love the, I don't know what somebody in the comments is going to tell me exactly what this is called, but this feature of where it goes up a little bit higher and then there's the crown molding there. It looks to be very comfortable chairs. Should I test this chair?
You should.
Oh, I should. Okay. Yes, it's chat approved.
Chat approved.
I was kidding, but the big
Bay window.
bay window there. This right here, there's a local cabinet shop.
Came a long way around.
Oh, sorry.
It's a high school.
High school, yes.
High school carpenter.
The high school carpenter teacher. They got this from him. Has the live edge. These are all of the names of the people who volunteered their time to renovate this space and make it possible. So I thought it was really cool that they did that. Jim and Deb is in our club, Carolina's Airstream Club. We're friends with them. And there may be more names up there that we know, but...
Well, we met Alan and Jill at Region 3. They're the founding members of the new Airstream Club in Georgia.
New Airstream Club in Georgia.
Jill and Ned.
Another that's actually, I want that. I don't know.
There is really cool artwork in here.
Yes. I want to show this.
Oh, yeah.
This is I guess site 1 or phase 1 was this building here, 707, which is the new club headquarters. 803 is the old club headquarters, which is going to become the members clubhouse and then a historical library. And I talked about the bricks right there. They're also going to do a dog park. I think that might move in the pavilion and a fire pit. So now that means that we have to come back at some point and hang out here and see all of that stuff as it's finished, especially phase 2. Well, we're definitely going to come when they finish phase 2. In the clubhouse, there's going to be showers, bathrooms, like a hangout space. I think a laundry room. There's going to be like a data center. So if you need to do work, you can go do that as well. And then the other side is going to be the historical library. There's a ton of historical stuff that the club has that I think is cool because I want to see it. Like I just geek out on Airstream stuff. And then this is the old building 803 and their vision for what it will look like once they have it open as the members clubhouse and the historical library.
And we'll drop in some video of what it looks like now.
Yes.
To compare.
Yeah. So when we came into the lobby, if you haven't already figured it out, that is this wall right here. And what's kind of cool, so they wanted to etch in, I don't know what it would be called, but like where you etch the glass to make this look.
I think it's called sandblasting.
Sandblasting, and that's probably not very inexpensive, but the club already has one of those, cutting things to cut vinyl. So they were like, wait a minute, what if we could order this vinyl that looks like it's sandblasted and then we could just cut out, and that's what they did. So they actually made this in-house, which was really cool. So there's the original Wally Byam Caravan Club. Backwards, International. And then this is the new logo.
Current logo.
Airstream Club International, which is also backwards. But yeah, there's the other right there. And if you haven't already figured it out, Laura and I have drank the Airstream Kool-Aid.
Even more today.
Even more today. Like, it's bad. Like, I'm not just a salesperson. We love this club and we love this community. And we're so excited to get to be a part of it. If you own an Airstream and you're not already a part of the club, I highly recommend signing up. There's a ton of benefits. The biggest will be joining the club and going to a rally and building friendships within the community, the Airstream community and the club. Another thing too, if you come to Jackson Center, of course you can tour the Airstream factory, both the touring coach factory and the travel trailer factory. There's also a really nice museum there for Airstream that you can go through. But now you also have the club, and you can come here and see the new headquarters and meet everybody who helps make the club happen. And I think that's even cool too. And if you're a part of the club, you can reach out to them and see if you can use the dry campground and camp on site, which is even cooler because I don't know if there's any campgrounds around here. It's the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it is.
In Jackson Center. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the club, feel free to throw those down in the comments. But you can also just call the club. Somebody will pick up the phone, and they'll be happy to help you as well. Anything you want to say?
That's it.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.